The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I
What?
tried. I'm never going back. The past is in my past. Let it go, let it go. When I rise like a ray of dawn. Let it go.
Leave you people alone for just a minute. Look what happens.
Kristoff, look! Here I stand in my The cold never bothered me anyway.
I don't know what we just saw, but wow.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is the long-awaited addition to the Kingdom Hearts franchise, which began way back in 2002. Oh, Gem, I can't review like this. Darren, what's in the box?
Patience, you two. I'm just busy in the cloud right at the moment. Oh, did I hear something about Kingdom Hearts 3?
Oh, right, yeah. So Kingdom Hearts 3 is the third... Wait, no, because there was that one in the middle, which makes it the... Oh, I've lost my place. The timelines are so confusing. Hey, Darren, could you make sense of this for us, please?
Affirmative, Gem. It couldn't be simpler. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the 12th game in the franchise and a direct sequel to Kingdom Hearts 2, which came out in 2005 for the PS2, which took place a year after the events of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, that, canonically, was the sequel to the first Kingdom Hearts game released in 2002.
Sora, don't ever change.
This is not simple, Darren.
Since then, the series has appeared on a wide variety of consoles, such as the Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, and PSP, with re-released collections of the older games made available on PS3 and PS4. And now, with Kingdom Hearts 3, Xbox as well. Does that clear things up?
Yeah, thanks, Darren. It's kind of a running gag at this point that the plot of the series can be tricky to follow. So let's cut right to the chase.
Oh, that's easy.
You play as Sora, a plucky 16-year-old who is sent out on a quest to restore his lost strength and gain the power of waking in order to defeat Master Xehanort, Organization 13, and the Heartless. Armed with his Keyblade and accompanied by Donald Duck and Goofy, this quest sees Sora crossing paths and teaming up with all manner of Disney characters. Like Elsa and Anna from Frozen, the crew from Toy Story,
Put her there.
and even Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Sure is.
It's probably the most ambitious mishmash of fandoms I've ever seen outside of fanfiction. But ambition can be a double-edged sword, Gem. With so many iconic characters crammed in here, I couldn't help but feel a bit let down by how some of them were represented.
Oh, easy. What is this, Sparta?
But what did you think? Honestly, I didn't find it to be that much of an issue.
Last one to slide to the bottom's a rotten egg.
What's lacking in the animation department, I feel is made up for in the awesome background detail and art styles. Especially given how many art styles it tries to mimic with each new world.
Tigger!
Even Sora and the gang get dressed up, though sometimes I wish they didn't. Ugh. It's just so surreal and a little bit magical to see all these characters outside of their respective films. And that was enough to keep me glued. I think if the story had flowed a little better, then I might have been more on board. Because you're right, it is crazy to see Sora throwing Mike from Monsters, Inc. like a bowling ball, or to dance with Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. But to me, it felt like acting out stories I've seen before, except way shorter.
We're going to try and put an end to this crazy winter.
You spend half your time either slogging through endless swarms of enemies or stuck in long, drawn-out cutscenes.
We sent Sora there. Well, that was then. And this is now.
It just stopped me from ever getting invested in anyone's story. You do get bounced around a lot. You think you know what's going on, and then boom, you're cooking with Ratatouille. Then you're collecting honey for Pooh Bear. Then you're flying through space in a laser fight. That being said, though, while not all of these activities are enjoyable, particularly the space flight sections, which are required to access new worlds, I'd be lying if I said I didn't get a kick out of the ridiculousness of it all. Well, that aside, I also did find the combat pretty weak. It's very much a hack and slash fest, with little refinement. You're just mashing attack for the majority of the time, interrupted by super moves. And while they are very colorful and vibrant, they're also so excessive that they can block your view of the battlefield. they're granted so frequently that they lose their wow factor after the first few missions. I have to disagree. Yes, the combat does follow the hit it till it dies method, but overall it allows you to play your own way. Whether that's hitting enemies from afar with spells, or going in nice and close for a melee attack. And while the special attacks are very generous, I think they cycle through them enough that you get a nice variety. And you know what? I thought they looked great. But don't you think they've just crammed too much into this game? So much of it feels needlessly complicated. For instance, there's a massive selection of attacks and moves you can equip to each member of your party as they gain AP, as well as armor and items, some of which you can create shortcuts for. But they're so frustrating to try and access in battle that I barely ever used them.
It can't be.
And that just added to what was already a frustrating game for me. Kingdom Hearts 3 is definitely a game you're either gonna love or hate. While it definitely has its more serious moments, I don't get the sense it's taking itself too seriously. And honestly, that's half the fun for me, just waiting to see what it would throw at me next.
When did you get so small and tiny?
I really enjoyed this. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 rubber chickens. I can kind of understand why people love this series. After all, it wouldn't have the following it does if there wasn't something that people connected to. But this is just not for me. I'm giving Kingdom Hearts 3 2 out of 5 rubber chickens.